Welcome to Learn_MS Excel Beginners Level. Hi everyone, I am Wazamsin Hamza. Today we are going to do introduction to Microsoft Excel or tutorial of Microsoft Excel. Whether you are a complete new user, that is if you are using Microsoft Excel for the very first time, or you have never used Microsoft Excel, or even if you have used Excel before, looking to find advanced functionality in Excel, I'm here for you. I got your back, right? Okay. Now, my goals at the end of this lesson or class or beginners level, you will know how to use Excel, both basic and some functionality. Of course, like I told you before, guys, our lesson here is divided into 3 levels. We have the beginners level where we are going to do majority of what great content, where you will know what the basics of how to use Excel. And thereafter, we move on to an advanced level where we go deeper into what majority of this content we are talking of in the business level. And of course, majority of what most interview questions you might come across when it matters what organizational issues. Right. And of course, advanced now, we talk of macro in Excel. We talk of Visual Basic Application, which is a VBA. And, to be most precise, if you want to do great with what Office 365 of Office packages, you just have to know a little of Visual Basic Application, which refers to what VBA, right? If I did a good job, you two will do better. But if not, I apologize in advance. There is no perfection in humanity, and there is nobody who is a reservoir of knowledge. So I'm doing my best, but I guess I'm doing what I feel to do, and I'm doing what I think is good, right? Anyway, we go. Now, one of the questions you'll be wondering is, what is a Microsoft Excel? Right. I guess that's it. You might wonder, what is Microsoft Excel? Okay, then we got to know it now. Anyway, we go. Okay. As for beginners, people, don't be frightened. Just calm yourself down, relax, think it what you can do it. And whenever you are doing a program for the very first time, you might find it somehow thrown, or you might see somehow difficult. But when you get deeper into it, trust me, you will find it very simple. And as I'm here, trust me, I got your back. Well, a Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program. With a spreadsheet program, you can analyze data in amazing ways, find data and trends. Our class here is divided into 3 levels, which is the beginners, advanced, and expert level, like I mentioned earlier on. In our beginners level, we are going to cover a whole bunch of content. That's it, of course. Now, let's take a look at how can you get Excel. If you're having your PC, you might be searching now, and of course, maybe you won't find what Microsoft Excel software in it. Except otherwise, if your Windows come with pre-install Microsoft Excel in it. But as I know, majority of this, you have to get it on your own. Majority of the Windows might not come with Excel. And of course, we have various version of Excel. I'm using version Excel 2010. Maybe you might have in Excel 2013, 2016, but I know 90 or 85% or 90-something% of what we'll be covering here will be the same, right? Now, let's take a look at how you can get Excel. If you don't have an Excel program on your PC, then all you have to do, you go to Chrome. When you come to Chrome browser, you just type Office 365.com, right? That's what you type. You see it, Office 365. If you log in there, then you will see. Of course, I don't have internet connection for now, so I can't, but I'm just showing the way. So we go back to our lesson. Okay, now, the first thing we are going to look here is how to launch a Microsoft Excel. Let's assume now you have a Microsoft Excel load installed on your PC. First of all, what you have to do, you either go to your start menu here. For Windows 10, of course, this is Windows 10. And if you are using Windows 7, Then you have to go to your start menu and Microsoft Office. Then you will see Excel, and this is Windows 10. So either type Microsoft. See that immediately you start typing, it will come up like I just mentioned earlier on. I'm using Microsoft Excel 2010. This is version 2010. You might be having 2013, 2016, but majority of what we are covering here might be what the same. Okay, you can either search and you will see it here. All you have to do is click on it to launch it, or you either, if it is be what pinned to the taskbar here, you can see this is it. If it's pinned to the taskbar, all you have to do is click on it, then you will see that's how we launch a Microsoft Excel. Like I just mentioned earlier on, you can even come here and search Microsoft, see if it comes. You just have to click it launch, right? That's it. So we come here again. So far we have known how to launch a Microsoft Excel. Now let's try to know some of the parts of what a Microsoft Excel, which sometimes refers to what analog of what Excel, naming what the various parts of Excel, right? Up here we have what tabs. These are tabs. We call these tabs. You can see home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, reviews, and views, developer. These are called tabs, right? And each of these tabs have its own function. As you can see, when we click on the home tab here, these are called tabs. Home tab, you can see we have various what functions what under what the tab. We have the clipboard, the front, the alignment, the numbers, the style, cells, editing. These are all found under what the home tabs. And if you come under what insert tab, we also have the pivot table, picture, arc, click art, shape, smart art. So far, so these are what some functions that are found under what the insert tab. This is the page layout tab, and each of these tabs have its own function. As you are seeing me clicking, you are seeing what are entailed in each of the tab, right? And on this side covering here, we call this part to be the rib room, right? This is called the rib room here, okay? And up here, you are seeing this red color contain the name of the file you are having. If you have saved your document, the name you might save your document is what you will see here. Of course, I saved this file as Wazamsin Hamza practice file. That is the reason why you are seeing the name here. So whatever name you save your file with, you will see it right up here, okay? So that's it. Now, we have known that what these are called tabs and these are called the rib room, right? This is a rib room, okay? So, and you might notice one of these tabs is quite different from the others. If you click on the file tab here, you see it's quite different from what the home tab here. You see, we are clicking on these other tabs. They are showing what their function that are entailed in each of them. But if you click on the file here, it's quite different. And this is where we call the backstage view. Okay, this is a backstage view. If you click on here, file, and under the backstage view here, we have a lot of other functions which as we go along, we're going to cover all of these aspects. Click on the back file here. This is called the backstage view. We have save, save as, open, close, recent, blah blah. Of course, you are seeing them, which we might talk all of them in later, right? Okay. So now let's talk of what we call the quick access toolbar. One of the functions in Excel, immediately you pen your mouse over a particular tab or something, you might see what will be the instruction given. As you can see, when I click on here, you can see what we have, quick access toolbar, right? On the quick access toolbar here, you put some functions you might be using frequently if you don't want to keep on finding this function in this tab. Maybe you mostly use a particular function that is entailed in this tab, but every time for you finding this function in the particular tab, you just pin that particular function in the quick access toolbar here, right? Let's customize. As you can see, when you click here, you can see other functions that are entailed. Of course, there are two ways to customize the quick access toolbar, right? I hope I'm not going too faster. We have two ways to customize the quick access toolbar. One of the way here is we either click here and come to what more commands. You see, it takes us to this point, right? Okay, another way is either you come to the file here that takes you to the backstage view and you come to options. From there, it still takes us what to this view. Then you come to what? Quick access toolbar. So as you can see here, we have only three functions. This is save, undo, and redo, and that is what you are seeing up here. As you can see, right now, let's say we want to add. Let's click on here and put all commands. Let's say we are in need of a particular functions that we want to add here. Let's take a look of any function. You can look for any function here. I'm just looking to see what are we able to put here. Let's look at print. Let me see print preview. Okay, let's say let's say we are going to put the print preview in this part. Print preview. Let's see print preview. Preview and print. I don't know. We have put insert table row below. Now we click OK. You see that, guys? Immediately you click, you can see that what? There is another function that is being added here. Now let's assume I click on this part and click this one. Oh, this didn't work. This didn't work. Let me go to another side. Let me remove it. In fact, you can remove this. As you can see, I have just removed the function that I have just placed in here. Let's put another function. Let me add this one. Okay. Now if we click on this, you see that? You see, guys, we have a lot of other things. So this is how we customize the quick access toolbar. Like I just said, you can add whatever you want to add by coming to more commands here. You look for a particular command you might want to, let's say, fill in color. We add this one. So immediately you click on any cell, you click, you see that? So without coming to home, click on home tab, looking for color, blah, blah. You just have to place in the function you want here. Then you look to change colors. You see that, guys? You see? Very cool. So that is how we customize the quick access toolbar. So far, guys, we have talked on a lot of things. We have talked on how to launch the Microsoft Excel by coming to the start menu here. Either search for it, or you can, if you have it pinned on your taskbar, you can just click on it and open it. Or if you don't have the Microsoft Access installed on your computer, just go to your Chrome browser and type Office 365. You log in and get what Office for your PC. That is how it works. Then from there we talk of what the home tabs. These are called tabs, and each of the tabs have its own function here. If you click on the view tab, you can see its own function. Click on the page layout tab, you can see its own function, home tab, and this part here contains the tab, and the functions here is what we call the ribbon, right? So that is it. And we have here, up here is called the quick access toolbar. And if you click on the file here, this is called the backstage view. And each of these functions, we are going to talk about them later. All right. And if you want to customize the quick access toolbar by placing some of the functions you might be using frequently, instead of you finding them, you just have to click here you come to more commands and it will take it directly to this point here, or either you come to the file here, come to options, come to quick access toolbar. You see that we are in the same place. You can either add function or either remove function. See that? It's the same thing. And when you click, then the function will be worked out. Let's say we type in here H and we want to cut this. Say cut. You see that? If you place it here, now you see paste. You see? So for the quick access toolbar, is there to place in some functions you might be using frequently. Instead of you are clicking on tabs, finding them, you just have to place in the function here. So whenever you need it, you won't bother yourself looking for it. You just have to click on the quick access toolbar here. All right. So
Thanks for watching lesson 1. Hope you are learning. See you for next lesson 2.